The Mountain is You, Transforming Self-Sabotage into Self-Mastery by Brianna Wiest, book key points and summary. Number 1. Understanding and overcoming self-sabotage. Self-sabotage is a complex psychological phenomenon that can manifest in various forms and affect nearly every aspect of our lives. It refers to behaviors or thought patterns that hold us back and prevent us from doing what we want to do. It's when we actively or passively take steps to prevent ourselves from reaching our goals. This behavior can affect our relationships, career, and health. The author suggests that self-sabotage is often rooted in deeper psychological needs or traumas. This means that these self-sabotaging behaviors may stem from unresolved issues from our past, unmet needs, or emotional wounds. These could be things like past failures, traumatic experiences, or deep-seated fears. For example, if someone has a deep-seated fear of failure due to past experiences, they might procrastinate or avoid taking on new challenges to protect themselves from potential failure. This is a form of self-sabotage because it prevents them from reaching their full potential. The book emphasizes that overcoming self-sabotage is not just about willpower or discipline. While these are important, it's also crucial to address and heal these deeper psychological needs or traumas. Number 2. Forms of self-sabotage. The book describes various forms of self-sabotage. 1. Resistance. This is when you initially feel excited about a new project or relationship, but then suddenly lose interest or motivation. This is often due to fear or uncertainty. 2. Hitting your upper limit. This refers to the concept of a happiness cap. If things get too good, you might sabotage yourself to return to a more familiar state. 3. Uprooting. This is the habit of constantly seeking fresh starts, moving places, or switching jobs, but never settling down. It's a way of avoiding facing the real issues. 4. Perfectionism. The need to make everything perfect can prevent you from even starting. The book advises focusing on progress, not perfection. 5. Limited emotional skills. This is when a person lacks the ability to properly identify, express, and manage their emotions, leading to self-sabotaging behaviors. 6. Judging others. This is when we judge others as a way to avoid looking at our own flaws and shortcomings. 7. Pride. This is when our ego gets in the way of our growth. We might refuse to admit our mistakes or ask for help, which can lead to self-sabotage. 8. Fear of failing. This is when the fear of failure prevents us from taking risks or trying new things. 9. Irrational fears. These are fears that are not based on reality. They can cause us to avoid situations or opportunities that could be beneficial to us. These forms of self-sabotage can prevent us from reaching our full potential. Recognizing and addressing these behaviors is a key step in overcoming self-sabotage. Number 3. Addressing self-sabotage. Addressing self-sabotage involves a two-step process: recognition and active work. 1. Recognition. This is the first step in overcoming self-sabotage. It involves becoming aware of the self-sabotaging behaviors that you're engaging in. This could be procrastination, self-doubt, negative self-talk, or any of the other forms of self-sabotage mentioned in the book. Recognition also involves understanding that these behaviors are often rooted in deeper psychological needs or traumas. These could be unmet needs from childhood, past traumatic experiences, or deeply ingrained beliefs about ourselves and the world. 2. Active work. Once you've recognized your self-sabotaging behaviors and understood their roots, the next step is to actively work on addressing them. This could involve various strategies such as therapy, self-reflection, mindfulness practices, or other forms of personal development. The goal is to heal the underlying psychological needs or traumas and to develop healthier coping mechanisms. By recognizing and actively working on your self-sabotaging behaviors, you can start to overcome them and move towards self-mastery. This process can lead to significant personal growth and can help you reach your full potential. Number 4. Emotional healing. The book accentuates the significant role of emotional healing in overcoming self-sabotage. It discusses the relationship between unprocessed emotions and self-sabotaging behaviors and the idea that emotional healing is a cornerstone for personal growth. Emotional healing is a critical component in overcoming self-sabotage. It's the process of acknowledging, understanding, and resolving our emotional wounds or traumas. These could be feelings of rejection, abandonment, failure, or any other emotional pain we've experienced in our past. When we don't process these emotions, they can manifest in our behaviors in unhealthy ways, leading to self-sabotage. For example, someone who has experienced rejection might develop a fear of failure. This fear could then lead them to procrastinate or avoid taking on new challenges. The Mountain is You emphasizes the importance of emotional healing in this process. By addressing and healing our emotional wounds, we can change the self-sabotaging behaviors that they cause. This involves acknowledging our emotions, understanding why we feel the way we do, and working through these feelings. As we heal emotionally, we become more resilient and are better able to handle life's challenges without resorting to self-sabotage. Number 5. Practical strategies. The book offers practical strategies for identifying and addressing self-destructive behaviors. It encouraged readers to embrace self-compassion and mindfulness in their self-improvement journey. Practical strategies in this context refers to actionable steps or techniques that readers can apply in their daily lives to identify and address self-destructive behaviors. These behaviors are actions or habits that can hinder a person's progress or cause harm to their well-being, such as procrastination, negative self-talk, or avoidance of challenges due to fear of failure. One of the key strategies emphasized in the book is the practice of self-compassion. Self-compassion involves being kind and understanding toward oneself in instances of pain or failure, rather than being harshly self-critical. It encourages individuals to treat themselves with the same kindness and understanding they would offer to others when they fail or make mistakes. Another strategy is the practice of mindfulness. Mindfulness is a type of meditation where you focus on being intensely aware of what you're sensing and feeling in the moment, without interpretation or judgment. Practicing mindfulness involves breathing methods, guided imagery, and other practices to relax the body and mind and help reduce stress. By embracing self-compassion and mindfulness, readers can cultivate a more positive and forgiving attitude towards themselves, which is a crucial step in overcoming self-destructive behaviors and promoting personal growth. Number 6. Subconscious commitments. The book discusses the concept of subconscious commitments, which are the things that our heart desires and looks for in every action we do. Identifying these can help address self-sabotage. Subconscious commitments are the desires or goals that reside in our subconscious mind. These are things that we deeply desire and seek, often without being fully aware of them. They can be formed by our past experiences, beliefs, values, and even fears. These commitments can influence our thoughts, feelings, and actions in significant ways. For example, if someone has a subconscious commitment to avoid conflict due to past traumatic experiences, they might consistently avoid difficult conversations or confrontations, even when it's necessary. This can lead to self-sabotage as it might prevent them from standing up for themselves or expressing their needs effectively. On the other hand, a person might have a subconscious commitment to achieving perfection due to high expectations placed on them in the past. This can lead to self-sabotage in the form of perfectionism, where they might procrastinate or avoid tasks for fear of making mistakes. Identifying these subconscious commitments is a crucial step in addressing self-sabotage. By bringing these commitments into our conscious awareness, we can understand why we act the way we do and how these actions might be hindering our progress. We can then take steps to align our subconscious commitments with our conscious goals or adjust these commitments if they're not serving us well. Number 7. Radical changes. If you're unhappy with your life, the book suggests getting comfortable with radical changes. Radical changes refer to significant shifts or transformations in one's life. These can include changes in career, relationships, lifestyle, mindset, or any other aspect of life that has a profound impact on one's overall happiness and satisfaction. The book The Mountain Is You suggests that if you're unhappy with your life, it might be necessary to make these radical changes. This could mean stepping out of your comfort zone, breaking away from old habits or patterns, and embracing new ways of thinking and living. However, making radical changes can be challenging and uncomfortable. It often involves facing fears, taking risks, and dealing with uncertainty. That's why the book emphasizes the importance of getting comfortable with these changes. This means accepting and embracing the discomfort that comes with change, rather than resisting or fearing it. By getting comfortable with radical changes, you can start to transform your life in significant ways. This can lead to greater happiness, fulfillment, and personal growth. It's about taking control of your life and making changes that align with your true desires and values. Number 8. Intrusive thoughts. The book advises listening to your gut, but also knowing when your intrusive thoughts are taking over. Intrusive thoughts are unwanted thoughts, images, or urges that can cause distress or anxiety. They often pop into your mind unexpectedly and can be hard to get rid of. These thoughts can sometimes be negative or disturbing, and they can cause a lot of stress if they're not managed properly. The book The Mountain Is You advises listening to your gut, which means paying attention to your intuition or your instinctive feelings. Your gut feelings can often guide you in making decisions and navigating through life. However, the book also warns about the danger of letting intrusive thoughts take over. While it's important to listen to your gut, it's equally important to recognize when your intrusive thoughts are starting to control your actions or emotions. These thoughts can often be based on fears or insecurities, and they might not reflect reality. For example, if you constantly have intrusive thoughts about failing at a task, these thoughts can prevent you from even attempting the task in the first place. In this case, it's important to recognize that these thoughts are not helpful and to not let them dictate your actions. Ultimately, paying attention to your intuition is crucial, but so is recognizing and managing your intrusive thoughts. Maintaining this equilibrium can enhance your life navigation skills and aid in conquering self-sabotage. Number 9. Personal and collective transformation. The book discusses the Buddhist concepts of consciousness and personal and collective transformation. In Buddhism, consciousness is a complex and multifaceted concept. It's often analyzed as consisting of 6 basic types corresponding to the 5 senses and the mind. These 6 types of consciousness are eye consciousness, ear consciousness, nose consciousness, tongue consciousness, body consciousness, and mind consciousness. The Yogacara school of Buddhism also posits 2 additional types of consciousness, the defiled consciousness and the storehouse consciousness. Personal transformation in Buddhism centers around the realization of these aspects of consciousness and the understanding that our phenomenal being is a conditioned and impermanent process of mental events. This understanding is key to personal transformation, as it allows us to see our thoughts, feelings, and actions from a new perspective and to make changes that align with our true desires and values. Collective transformation in Buddhism refers to the transformation of society as a whole. It's based on the idea that our individual transformations can have a ripple effect, leading to changes in our families, communities, and ultimately the entire society. This concept is closely related to the Buddhist concept of interdependence, which holds that all things are interconnected and that our actions can have far-reaching effects. In conclusion, the book discusses the Buddhist concepts of consciousness and personal and collective transformation as a path to overcoming self-sabotage. By understanding our consciousness and working towards personal and collective transformation, we can overcome self-sabotage and achieve our full potential. At last, number 10. Inner peace versus pursuit of happiness. The book emphasizes the importance of inner peace versus the pursuit of happiness. The book The Mountain Is You emphasizes the importance of inner peace over the pursuit of happiness. Here's what that means. Inner peace. This is a state of being mentally and spiritually at peace, with enough knowledge and understanding to keep oneself strong during phases of stress. Inner peace is closely related to happiness. It's a state of acceptance of how things are without any desire for anything to be different. Inner peace, which comes from within, doesn't change as circumstances change. Pursuit of happiness. This is the ongoing process of seeking joy, satisfaction, and positive experiences. However, happiness can be fleeting and often depends on external factors. The feeling of happiness will come and go as a person achieves or experiences things that they are happy about. The book suggests that while happiness is important, inner peace is even more crucial. This is because inner peace is a more stable and sustainable state, while happiness can fluctuate based on our circumstances. The ultimate goal of human life is achieving inner peace rather than chasing happiness. It advocates a Buddhist-inspired approach of non-attachment and emphasizes the importance of embracing the present moment for true contentment. Ultimately, while the pursuit of happiness is a common goal, aiming for inner peace can result in a profound sense of satisfaction and completeness, irrespective of life's inevitable highs and lows. This book, The Mountain Is You, Transforming Self-Sabotage into Self-Mastery by Brianna Wiest, is a remarkable and transformative read. It delves deep into the understanding of self-sabotage and provides practical methods to conquer it. The book underscores the importance of emotional healing, mindfulness, and self-compassion, making it an invaluable resource for those on a journey of personal growth. It inspires readers to welcome significant changes and to prioritize inner peace over transient happiness. Regardless of whether you're battling self-sabotage or simply curious about personal development, this book serves as a powerful tool. It's more than just a book, it's a pathway towards mastering oneself.